Independent Fermentations Brewing and Kombucha held its second annual Pickle and Fermentation Festival on a rainy Saturday in June. Vendors were there with food and various products, along with live music and classes on fermenting vegetables and making sourdough bread. Indie Ferm Brew?
This is a home brew, so I bought all the stuff at the homebrew shop. Everything that you need is there. And the grains, basically you start off with a bunch of grain, you add hot water, and you end up with this. And that is what turns into that, and then that's what turns into your hazy IPA.
Cool.
Give or take 2 weeks. Well,
yeah.
So this is going to boil for about an hour, and then at about 45 minutes into the boil, I'm going to add the hop flavors to it. We're using a 3-ounce hop flavor of Citra, Galaxy, and Mosaic hops. It's a good traditional IPA flavor. And then 3 days into the fermentation process, I'll dry hop it, which I'll take that same 3 ounces and I'll put it into the fermenter by itself, and let it just, basically it just sets in there. It adds more hoppy flavor, and then 7 days after that, I bottle it.
Nice.
And then 2 weeks after that, we drink it.
How many bottles?
I'm going to bring some in here. So probably about a month from now. So about right after the 4th of July, I'll bring in some samples. Say, hey, this is what we brewed today. Here's how it turned out. Then we're freezing. If it turns out good, I'll bring in some.
Sounds good.
You'll fill it with water up to the fill line, and this system allows carbon dioxide to be released, but oxygen to not get back in. Basically what happens is, as it ferments, it's going to produce carbon dioxide gas. The gas will escape through this chamber. You don't want oxygen to get in, because if oxygen gets in, then you would start to see mold growth at the top. So this should prevent that from happening.
Okay. What's it called again?
This is an airlock, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can let it sit on the counter, room temperature, for like a week to 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's gonna keep getting more sour and less crunchy over that length of time. So if you want it a little crunchier and fresher, you might want to eat it closer to the 1 week mark. And if you want
What's your name?
So my name's Madison. I've been making ice cream for about 9 years. I opened a commercial kitchen with my sister in 2023. So I've been making all my ice cream at the commercial kitchen. The commercial kitchen is called WSK. It's in Holliston, if I didn't say that. And then we do cooking classes. So I do an ice cream class. We also do sourdough, dumplings, sushi, you name it. And so I sell my ice cream at different farmers markets, and then also in stores around the area.
Cool.
Thank you.
And you have pickle ice cream?
I have pickle ice cream, yep.
All right, I have to try it.
So we use Florence Street pickles, the heat flavor.
Okay.
It has the brine, it has candied pickles actually in it. So the little bites you get are going to be a little pickly.
Okay. Here goes.
It's really weird, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like having a frozen pickle.
Yeah.
On the sweet side. Not bad. I can't interview you with this noise. That looks good. Indie Ferm has a tap room where customers can enjoy their beers and kombuchas, as well as rooms full of supplies and equipment for home beer brewing, winemaking, cider, mead, as well as cultures and equipment needed to ferment kombucha and cheese. Okay, this is
Larry Whalen from Independent Fermentations Brewing.
and
We are going to try here a elderberry kombucha. It's got very good probiotics, so it's good gut health. And let's give it a taste and see what you think.
elderberry, huh?
Elderberry.
Very good flavor, fruity, fuzzy. Hey, if it's good for you, I'm all for it.
Awesome. Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers.
Hi,
Hi.
Hidden Hollow.
So the honey's mine. And just so you know, you don't have to wait in line. Anything else in the entire store, there's a nice gentleman there right at the register to help you out.
Okay, so I buy this and then I bring this.
You can bring anything.
6 packs of this homemade beer for Christmas.
Oh, really? That's fine. Oh, that's a good present. Oh, I see.
Bacillus fermentation.
Okay,
Okay.
you can talk.
Keep talking. Okay. So this is, we start with all the vegetables necessary for the recipe for this. We put in salt and water, and the lactobacillus will convert the sugars that are in the fruit and the vegetables into lactic acid. And then it takes about 2 to 4 weeks. And then after that, it's blended up into the hot sauce.
Oh my goodness. Cool.
And it's a little bit different than the way we make kombucha, which starts with a dark tea and then uses a SCOBY, which is a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. So it's very much like a starter that you use for sourdough bread. So you take your black tea and add sugar to it, and then you put a piece of the SCOBY in there. And the first thing that happens is that the yeast will convert the sugar into ethanol. And then at the same time, the acetobacter bacteria kicks in and converts the ethanol into acetic acid. So you go from sugar to ethanol to acetic acid, and you need the presence of oxygen, which is why we put these lids on them as opposed to these, because you need to have oxygen present for the bacteria to convert the sugar, the alcohol, into acetic acid.
Okay.
And so it takes about 4 weeks or so for the kombucha to ferment, and then from the next phase is you start adding your flavors. So that's where we make the hibiscus, or we've got turmeric mango over here that you can try, or strawberry mojito, and so that's the second phase of it. And then you bottle it up and you're ready to go.
What are the health benefits?
So these are probiotics, so they're good for your gut health.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Cool.
also the kombucha there's no alcohol. Because the alcohol's been converted to acetic acid by the bacteria.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that's in a jar this size.
Yeah.
Over here, these are 40-gallon vats of kombucha that are fermenting, and so the SCOBY there is the width of the thing and about that thick.
How do they make a SCOBY?
So SCOBY, it's like the sourdough. It's a starter. So we'll take a piece of that and keep adding new sugar, new tea to it to keep growing.
So you have to have one to start with.
Yeah, and so we sell those, so people can take the SCOBY home and make their own kombucha.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Lori Shapiro. I'm the owner and founder of Sueños Heirloom Chocolate, and I import cacao directly from growers in coastal Ecuador, and then I make chocolate.
And you make all these beautiful bars?
I make them all.
I'm curious about, is there any kind of fermentation involved? Because you're at a fermentation, and so that's...
So it's the cacao is fermented immediately after harvest.
Okay.
And fermentation is probably the most important post-harvest step for proper flavor development.
Really? Awesome. Where can people find you?
Right here.
And if
Usually
not...
online. I don't have a storefront, so I do events around Boston and Cambridge, and then here at Independent.
So what's your website?
Sueñoschocolate.com.
Say it again.
Sueños, SUENOS chocolate.com. And then there's also a little sign on the door
Okay.
if you wanted a photo of it.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Looks like a potato dumpling.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a gnocchi, and then we have homemade salad.
You're the girl that always wanted me to take a picture.
She takes an awesome
Yeah, I got footage of the whole shop in Mashpee.
What? What'd you do?
I got.
Food outside of just meat.
Well, you probably had miso before. You can taste it. The sweet miso is very accessible. It's not too salty. Gives you that kind of pop of flavor.
What's shinsushu? Is that a savory?
That's a more savory miso, which is the more the traditional miso. It's not alcohol.
I was gonna say.
I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
What's the name of your business?
Business is PJ's Fine Foods or Crazy Uncle Red's, and I didn't bring a sign with me.
So you just have to tell me.
There you go.
Where do people find you?
We're at crazyunclereds.com.
Crazy
UncleReds.com.
Crazy Uncle Reds. Ah, okay.
You take this. This has all of our info on it.
Thank you.
Very welcome. It's all handmade condiments from Bedford, Mass.
New Bedford?
New Bedford.
Oh, great. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then these are traditional. So this one was aged in a bourbon barrel, so you're going to get a little bit of a bourbon backbone of it, but not overpowering. A lot of people like to use it for like old-fashioned. And then this is another traditional. So these honey water fermented, and this one is not aged in a bourbon barrel, so you're going to have 2 years. Yeah. How about yourself? It's really nice in tea. You can also, a lot of our flavors.
Hello.
On Candid Care.
Not too candid though. Tell me about your business.
Oh boy, we got Sweet Heat. That's what the whole thing started with.
Oh yeah?
Thai green chilies do a little drive-by with the heat, and then it fades away like wasabi. Sweet Fire, that has habanero. That has a lot of oils. It'll stick. And the word fire, I need not explain more, right? And then my mother made me do it with just sweet because she says, make one without peppers. So I had to make one without peppers because my mother said so.
I agree with her.
And then these little pickle guys. There's Little Pickle, and then there's Big Dill. And then there's a newcomer, the Little Lady.
These are adorable. Oh my gosh. I love them.
The 3D print guy is Simply 3D. He's printed more of those Big Dills. That got a hat upgrade.
A
with
3D
Debo hat.
printer?
Yeah, it's all 3D printed. So, he's a busy guy.
Amazing. Excellent. Thank you.
And
Hello.
She designs everything you see here.
Nice. Good job.
Cabbage, cut the carrots, whatever else you want to put in there.
Hi. Tell me about Burke's hot sauce.
Oh, Burke's Hot Sauce is a local hot sauce made in Hanover. All the peppers are fermented by Kevin and Shannon Burke, and they come in a different variety today. Here we have black cayenne garlic, salsa verde, Thai chili, and pineapple habanero. So come on down to Burke's and try some hot sauce.
Is there a shop in Hanover?
There is a shop. It's made out of the fermentory tap room, and it's online, and it's at stores locally because they're out of Hanover, around the local area in Hanover.
Excellent. Very good.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Good. We did a spot on Al's a couple years ago.
Oh, nice.
That was jealous. I don't do the hot pepper stuff. Everything's about peppers today, but. All right. Raspberry rum.
It's our best seller.
That sounds. I can see why. Hello.
How are you?
Tell me about Plymouth Bay Winery. We've done a thing, but.
So we are the longest standing winery in Plymouth. We've been in business for about 30 years. We're located down on Water Street, sort of halfway between the Rotary and the Mayflower, in the big parking lot behind our next to 78 Degrees North Steakhouse. Although the wines are made in-house, we have a seasonal strawberry bay. We have a couple of new blends, Hello Sunshine, which is apricot and cranberry. Naughty Pilgrim is blackberry and apricot. We have jellies and sauces that are made with our wines. We carry a line of flavored balsamic and olive oil. We also are carrying gourmet products such as raised mustard, Coop's fudge sauces, George Howe gourmet coffee. We have some new teas by MEM Imports.
Oh wow!
Caramel Kitchen's caramel sauces, some spices and seasonings, all kinds of good things.
Excellent. All right, come on down and check out Plymouth Bay Winery
And gourmet.
and Gourmet. All right. I heard these are pretty good. Ooh, those are huge. Hello. Where are you located?
Nowhere yet. Hoping to get a little food truck or something, or maybe catering.
Oh, good. So you do farmers markets?
Yes. Hope to be at a farmer's market.
Excellent. Very good. They look delicious.
Thank you.
Fragrance, but it is.
I was going to say get my good side, but I don't have one.
Oh, turn around.
And you just.
Just kidding.
Boom, it's, and I say to everybody, beautiful things that we can just use, bing, bing, and you're done. Yeah. I mean, I think healing bone is very difficult.
Tell me where you're located.
We're located here in Plymouth.
You're over by the airport, right?
Yeah, we're right over by the airport on South Meadow.
Where do you get your beans?
From all over the place. We get a lot of coffee from Colombia, from Brazil. We have some new coffee coming in from El Salvador in a few weeks. Independent coffee is all over the place.
Kona?
What's that?
Kona?
We don't have any Kona right now.
And is it organic?
We don't have any organic certifications, but one of the coffees we have from Peru, I believe that their farm has an organic certification.
Okay. And is it like fair trade? Is it?
None of these coffees are fair trade certified, but the price that we paid for them was over that fair trade price.
Cool. Very good. Thank you. We enjoy sampling products, running into friends, listening to the music, and taking the sourdough bread making class.